Sekhemre Khutawy Sobekhotep, the hidden pharaoh of Egypt's 13th dynasty, 1802 to 1649 before Common Era. The mysterious pharaoh of a turbulent time. In the vast chronicles of ancient Egypt, the name Sekhemre Khutawy Sobekhotep may not immediately resonate as loudly as those of Ramses the Great or Tutankhamun. Yet, this pharaoh, who reigned during the 13th dynasty between approximately 1802 and 1649 before the Common Era, ruled in a period fraught with uncertainty and rapid changes. Unlike the more stable and prosperous dynasties that bookend his reign, Sobekhotep's era was one of short-lived rulers and diminishing centralized power, making his time on the throne both intriguing and enigmatic. As a figure enveloped in the mists of time, Sobekhotep's reign represents a critical, albeit less celebrated, chapter in Egypt's long and storied history. His rule, situated within a period often considered a decline from the glory days of the Middle Kingdom, offers a unique lens through which to explore the challenges and strategies of leadership during one of Egypt's less documented, yet equally important eras. The historical context: Egypt's 13th dynasty. To fully appreciate the significance of Sekhemre Khutawy Sobekhotep's reign, one must first understand the broader historical context of the 13th dynasty. This dynasty, which followed the more prosperous 12th dynasty, was marked by a significant decline in central authority. The pharaohs of this era often held power for only a few years, if not months, and their reigns were frequently interrupted by internal strife and external pressures. The 13th dynasty is generally seen as a period of fragmentation. The power of the pharaoh, once absolute, was increasingly challenged by local rulers and nomarchs, provincial governors, who sought to assert their independence. This period also witnessed a decrease in monumental construction, reflecting the diminishing resources available to the central government. Despite these challenges, the 13th dynasty still managed to maintain Egypt's sovereignty and continuity as a state, a testament to the resilience of its rulers, including Sobekhotep. Sekhemre Khutawy Sobekhotep, a name with divine power. The name Sekhemre Khutawy Sobekhotep is more than just a royal title. It is a statement of divine power and responsibility. The first part of his name, Sekhemre, translates to powerful as Re, invoking the might of the sun god Re, one of the most revered deities in ancient Egypt. This connection to Re was not merely symbolic, but was intended to reinforce the pharaoh's divine right to rule and his role as the earthly embodiment of the gods. Khutawy means he who protects the two lands, referring to the unification of Upper and Lower Egypt, a crucial aspect of the pharaoh's legitimacy. This title emphasized Sobekhotep's role as the protector and unifier of the nation, a significant responsibility during a time when Egypt was threatened by both internal division and external threats. Finally, Sobekhotep means Sobek is satisfied. Sobek, the crocodile god associated with strength, fertility, and military prowess, was a deity who embodied the qualities necessary for a successful ruler. By aligning himself with Sobek, the pharaoh not only sought to gain the god's favor, but also to project an image of strength and vitality to his subjects. Reconstructing the reign, the challenges of limited evidence. One of the most significant challenges in studying Sekhemre Khutawy Sobekhotep's reign is the lack of substantial archaeological and textual evidence. Unlike the more prominent pharaohs of the 12th dynasty, whose reigns were marked by grand monuments and extensive inscriptions, Sobekhotep left behind few records. This scarcity of evidence makes it difficult for historians to reconstruct a detailed account of his reign. However, the evidence that does exist provides tantalizing glimpses into his time as pharaoh. Inscriptions on scarabs, which were popular amulets during the Middle Kingdom, bear his name and suggest that he may have been a well-regarded ruler during his lifetime. Additionally, his name appears in later king lists, indicating that his reign was remembered, even if the details were lost to time. The absence of monumental architecture from Sobekhotep's reign may suggest that he faced significant economic challenges. The 13th dynasty, as a whole, was a period of reduced state resources and diminished royal power, which likely limited the pharaoh's ability to commission large-scale construction projects. However, it is also possible that Sobekhotep chose to focus on other aspects of governance, prioritizing stability and the maintenance of the state over the construction of temples and tombs. The political landscape, a fragile balance of power. Sekhemre Khutawy Sobekhotep ruled during a time when the balance of power in Egypt was precarious. The central government, which had been strong under the 12th dynasty, was increasingly challenged by regional governors and local rulers who sought to assert their independence. This period of political fragmentation made it difficult for any pharaoh to maintain control over the entirety of Egypt. Despite these challenges, Sobekhotep managed to hold onto the throne for a significant period, suggesting that he was a capable and effective ruler. The fact that he was able to maintain his position in the face of such instability speaks to his political acumen and his ability to navigate the complex power dynamics of his time. One possible explanation for Sobekhotep's relative success is his ability to forge alliances with powerful local leaders. By securing the loyalty of these regional rulers, Sobekhotep could have maintained a semblance of central authority, even if his power was not as absolute as that of his predecessors. This strategy of alliance building would have been crucial in a time when the pharaoh's ability to project power across the entire country was increasingly limited. Economic realities. Navigating a time of scarcity. The economic conditions during Sekhemre Khutawy Sobekhotep's reign were likely challenging. The 13th Dynasty was a period of declining wealth and resources, a stark contrast to the prosperity of the 12th Dynasty. The Nile's annual floods, which were crucial for agriculture, may have become less predictable during this time, leading to food shortages and economic strain. In this context, Sobekhotep's reign would have required careful management of resources. While there is little direct evidence of his economic policies, the fact that he remained in power for a relatively long period suggests that he was able to navigate these challenges effectively. His ability to maintain the stability of the state, even in the face of economic difficulties, is a testament to his skill as a ruler. One possible strategy Sobekhotep may have employed was the redistribution of wealth and resources to maintain the loyalty of key supporters. By ensuring that the elite and regional governors remained satisfied, he could have secured their cooperation, even in a time of scarcity. This pragmatic approach to governance, while perhaps not as grand as the monumental projects of earlier pharaohs, would have been essential for maintaining stability during his reign. Military affairs. Defense in a time of decline. The military situation during Sobekhotep's reign was also complex. The 13th Dynasty was a period when Egypt's military might was not as dominant as it had been in previous dynasties. However, the need to defend the kingdom's borders and maintain control over key territories remained crucial. There is some evidence to suggest that Sobekhotep may have engaged in military campaigns, though the details are sparse. The invocation of Sobek, a god associated with military prowess, in his name suggests that Sobekhotep was mindful of the importance of military strength. It is possible that he focused on protecting Egypt's borders from external threats, such as incursions by neighboring states or nomadic groups. In addition to external threats, Sobekhotep would have also needed to contend with internal challenges to his rule. The growing power of regional governors posed a significant threat to the central authority, and it is likely that Sobekhotep had to use both diplomacy and military force to maintain his position. His ability to navigate these challenges and to maintain his rule in a time of declining central power speaks to his effectiveness as a leader. Religious life. The pharaoh as divine intermediary. Religion played a central role in ancient Egyptian society, and as pharaoh, Sobekhotep was both a political and religious leader. The pharaoh was considered a divine intermediary between the gods and the people, responsible for maintaining Ma'at, the concept of cosmic order and balance. During Sobekhotep's reign, religious practices would have continued to be an integral part of daily life. Temples dedicated to various gods, including Re and Sobek, would have served as important centers of worship and community life. While there is little direct evidence of Sobekhotep's contributions to religious architecture, his name suggests a personal devotion to Sobek, the crocodile god. The invocation of Sobek in his name indicates that Sobekhotep may have sought to align himself with this powerful deity, who was associated with strength, fertility, and protection. In a time of uncertainty, Aligning himself with Sobek could have been a strategic move to reinforce his legitimacy and the stability of his reign. By emphasizing his connection to Sobek, Sokhotep would have presented himself as a strong and capable ruler, able to protect and provide for his people. Speculation and anecdotes. The life of Sokhotep. Given the limited records from Sokhotep's time, much of his life and reign remains open to speculation. Historians have debated the length of his rule, with some suggesting that he may have reigned for several years, while others believe, here's the continuation, that his time on the throne was relatively brief. Despite this uncertainty, the fact that his name appears in king lists and on various artifacts suggests that his reign was significant enough to be remembered by subsequent generations. One intriguing speculation about Sokhotep's reign is the possibility that he may have faced challenges from rival claimants to the throne. The 13th dynasty was marked by frequent changes in leadership, and it is possible that Sokhotep had to defend his position against other would-be pharaohs. This could explain the invocation of Sobek, the god of strength and protection, in his name, a reflection of the challenges he faced in maintaining his rule. Another area of speculation is the nature of Sokhotep's relationships with neighboring states. The 13th dynasty was a time of shifting alliances and frequent conflicts with neighboring kingdoms. It is possible that Sokhotep engaged in diplomatic efforts to secure Egypt's borders, or that he participated in military campaigns to defend his territory. While the evidence is scarce, these possibilities add to the mystique of his reign. Anecdotal evidence from later periods suggests that Sokhotep was remembered as a just and capable ruler. The fact that his name was preserved in king lists and on scarabs indicates that he was held in high regard by those who came after him. This suggests that, despite the challenges of his time, Sokhotep may have been seen as a stabilizing force in a period of uncertainty. Legacy and reflection. The enduring mystery of Sekhemre Khutawy Sobekhotep. The reign of Sekhemre Khutawy Sobekhotep remains one of the more enigmatic chapters in the history of ancient Egypt. His time on the throne, situated during the turbulent 13th dynasty, provides a fascinating glimpse into a period when the power of the pharaoh was waning, yet the legacy of kingship continued to endure. While Sobekhotep may not have left behind the grand monuments or extensive inscriptions that characterize the reigns of more well-known pharaohs, his legacy lies in the very survival of Egypt during a time of transition. His ability to navigate the challenges of his era, whether through strategic alliances, careful resource management, or religious devotion, suggests a ruler who was deeply attuned to the needs of his people and the demands of his time. The mystery surrounding Sobekhotep's reign only adds to its allure. The scarcity of records leaves much to the imagination, inviting speculation and debate among historians and enthusiasts alike. Was Sobekhotep a pragmatic ruler who focused on maintaining stability in a time of decline? Or was he a more ambitious leader, striving to restore the glory of Egypt even in the face of overwhelming odds? The answers to these questions may never be fully known, but they continue to captivate those who seek to uncover the secrets of ancient Egypt. In the end, Sekhemre Khutawy Sobekhotep's story is a reminder of the complexity and resilience of ancient Egyptian civilization. His reign, though less illuminated than those of more famous pharaohs, played a crucial role in the continuity of the Egyptian state. As we continue to explore the mysteries of his time, Sobekhotep's legacy endures, a testament to the enduring fascination of Egypt's ancient past.